whatever you want to do to the next level and then leave it to Allah.
Assalamualaikum.
Okay, we have another call. We have a first caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. And who am I speaking to?
Ibrahim Tikla.
Ibrahim Tutla. And you are my daily caller. How old are you, Ibrahim?
I am 8 years old.
You are 8 years old. And what do you have prepared for us today?
I have the fourth kalima.
The fourth kalima. You can start when you are ready.
لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير. There is no God but Allah. He is one, he has no partner. In the kingdom, in the praise, it is like different like a case. It is nothing grand. He has goodness and he has power over everything.
Wow, MashaAllah, Ibrahim. You know what? Every day that you call in, you just become better and better every single day. Jazakallah so much, Ibrahim. Barakallah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
I'd like to give salam to the entire ummah, my boy, my mati, my entire family, and my ma and all of the Muslims that are in the quiz.
MashaAllah, that is a lot of people there. Every single person, you name them, isn't it? Do you want to say anything to the viewers that are listening? Do you want to encourage them to call in?
I just want to say, if you really want to go on the radio, you can go onto the radio and you can sing a nasheed just like me, and you may do a very good job like me.
Wow, mashallah, a very good job like you. Jazakallah so much, Ibrahim, for that encouragement. I hope all the other children will call because you said that, inshallah. Jazakallah, Ibrahim. We'll see you tomorrow again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So that was our first caller, Ibrahim. We've been seeing him every single day, and here we are for the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Maryam.
And you called in yesterday as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow, Maryam. And how old are you?
10.
10 years old. And what would you like to recite for us today?
So today I'm going to read a story that I did. It's called The Princess Who Embraced Islam.
You can start when you are ready.
Once upon a time, there was a young princess. Her age was 18 and her name, you asked, was Samantha. The princess was quite different to any other. She wore a long, silky ball gown and she sat her tiara on her long blonde hair. In her recent years, whilst growing up, Samantha started going outside of the palace and she started admiring what was around her. She saw beautiful creatures, nature, and all other things. For example, birds were singing, trees were standing tall and healthy, surrounded by lovely scented flowers. When the night appeared, Samantha would watch the stars glowing and the moon shining. Then she started contemplating and questioning to herself of how all this was created. What she didn't know was that there was Allah, also known as Al-Khaliq, the Creator, Al-Amin, the All-Knowing, As-Sami, the All-Hearer, Al-Basir, the All-Seeing, Al-Khabir, the All-Aware one, and Al-Hakim, the Wise one. Shortly after this, on one hot summer's day, when the sun was beaming just after midday, Samantha saw a couple travelling through the land, taking shelter under a large oak tree. She gazed at them while they were doing actions and reading a book, both of which she had never seen before. She approached them curiously, asking where they were from and what they were doing. They replied that their names were Abdul and Amina. They were from a city called Leicestershire, and that they had come to take shelter in Highland King's Garden. Also, that they had stopped to pray their midday prayer, Salat al-Zahar, and read the holy book Quran. They gave her the Quran to read before setting off again on their journey and asked her to meet them in the same spot where they passed through the land again on on their returning back to Leicester Street. During this time, she started reading the Quran, and to her amazement, all her thoughts and questions were being answered. Upon knowing this truth, she rushed to her father, King Adam, and her mother, Queen Mary, and she told them about how she has discovered a faith called Islam. Her parents were confused at this, so when the travelers Abdullah and Amina had returned as agreed, Samantha, she also took her parents along with her to meet them. Samantha told the travelers that she wanted to embrace Islam. Abdullah and Amina instructed her to declare her faith by reciting Shahada. I bear witness that there is none worthy of worship except Allah, and I bear witness that Mahomed sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his devotee and messenger. After this event, she decided to change her name to Sumayya. However, her parents were still unsure of this. They didn't stand in her way. As several weeks passed, her parents had been watching their daughter and how her actions had changed. She would have devotion to her faith and worship Allah, performing her 5 daily prayers, salah, giving charity, zakat, and fasting. So, upon watching this, the king and queen, her parents, started getting attracted to her actions. One day, they approached me and asked her questions about Islam and fell in love with what they were hearing and accepted Islam. King Adam invited his people in the land to King's Garden Square, where he made a special announcement that he and his family had become Muslim and followed the religion of Islam. This greatly impacted the future of this land, as many people started to embrace Islam. Eventually, the whole land of King's Garden became Muslim. The end.
Wow, mashallah. You know what? I absolutely enjoyed that story. That was an absolutely eye-opener. And you know, it shows that how our religion of Islam is so beautiful. Jazakallah so much, Maryam, for that. You know what? I'm going to give you a challenge. I want you to recite a nasheed tomorrow. Is that something you could do?
Yeah.
Inshallah. I'll be waiting to hear your nasheed, inshallah. If you can't do it, then you can recite anything else. But I really want you to recite a nasheed tomorrow if you can.
Okay.
Inshallah. Would you like to give salams to anyone, Maryam?
The whole ummah.
The whole ummah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So, alhamdulillah, that was Maryam with her amazing story. I think let's take the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Aiden.
Zaydan. And how old are you, Zaydan?
Aiden Bali.
Zaydan?
Aiden Bali.
Aidan.
Yeah, Bali.
Bali. And how old are you, Aidan?
I'm 4.
You're 4 years old. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. You can start when you are ready.
Alhamdulillah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin.
Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Wow, mashallah. Aidan, that was absolutely beautiful. And you're only 4 years old.
Do you know at school?
Yeah.
I have popcorn.
You have?
I have popcorn.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
You had popcorn today. You're making me hungry now.
No, I said popcorn.
Frog's horn.
He's saying he held frog spawns at school.
Frog's horn. Oh my days. Sorry for that, Aidan. You know what? I'm fasting, so I can't really hear properly. But you know what? That's amazing, Aidan. You know what? I want to hear your stories every day. What you done at school every single day. You know that's interesting.
My sister ran yesterday, Alia.
Oh yeah, I remember Alia. She was calling for. Yeah, she called yesterday. I remember that. Does she want to pray today?
No.
She doesn't want to pray today. Oh my days.
Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, she does want to
Did
pray.
want to. Yeah. She'll do it tomorrow, then.
That's fine, no worries. I'll be waiting for you and Alia tomorrow, inshallah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Everyone in the whole world.
Everyone in the whole world.
And my papa.
And your papa. Salams from me and all of us in the
He's at
studio.
work.
He's at work.
He's at work.
Make sure you tell him to go and listen to you live on.
Both of them in QK.
Oh wow, well done.
He's a good builder fixing cars.
Is he fixing cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he needs to fix my brain as well. All right, I'm gonna take the next call. I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. Jazakallah so much for calling, Aidan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's take the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Zahra.
Safa.
Zahra.
What was that again? I can't really hear you.
Zahra.
Zahra.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Zahra. How old are you, Zahra?
4.
4 years old. Wow, mashallah. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Allah made everything.
Allah made everything. You can start when you are ready.
Allah made everything. Allah made everything. Allah made everything. The earth and the place.
Is that it? You done? Wow, mashallah. That was so beautiful, Zahra. You're only 4 years old. Wow. You gonna call every single day?
Yeah.
Inshallah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Nana. Nani. And my daddy.
Wow, mashallah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And let's take the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Who am I speaking to?
Zina Muhammad Fazil.
Zina Muhammad. And how old are you?
4.
4 years old. Wow, mashallah. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Surah Humaza.
Surah Humaza. You can start when you are ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع ماله وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة الذي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في أمد ممددة صدق الله العظيم.
صدق الله العظيم. Wow, mashallah. That was absolutely fantastic, Zina Muhammad. And would you like to give salams to anyone? Everyone. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah so much for calling. I want you to call every single day, inshallah. Yeah?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
So, mashallah, that was Zina Muhammad, and we had 3 4 years old who called in, which is absolutely amazing. Youngest so far is 4. Let's see if we can get some more calls. The number for the studio is 0116 4822 Let's take the next call, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. And that person is gone. Don't worry, try again. You can get on to the Nasheed show. So, if you guys want to call in, the number for the studio is 0116 2086. That's 0116 482 2086. You can tell I'm fasting. You know what? It's very tiring when you're fasting and you have to speak when no one's calling in. But now we've had a call, so let's take this call. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Yusuf Kamar.
Yusuf Kamar. And did you call in yesterday?
Yes.
Yes, mashallah. And how old are you, Yusuf?
7.
7 years old. And what would you like to recite for us today?
A nasheed.
A nasheed. You can start when you are ready.
Allah made us all a different shade and color. Nations and tribes recognize one another, cause every single Muslim is your sister or brother. So many different colors of Islam. Cause the world is color painted everywhere you go. Paint everything you see until everyone you know. Quran will be your paint and your brush will be Iman. So further was the color, every color of Islam. Sheets as clear as blue, as the sky we opened up. Sun was bright and loud as the lightning and thunder. Peace as clear and white as the rain so full of wonder. So many different colors of Islam. There's the world is color painted everywhere you go. Then everything you see and tell everyone you know. Quran will be your paint and your brush will be Iman. The further was the color, every color of Islam. Smiles on my shining like the sun up on our faces. Look at. Okay.
Wow, mashallah, that was beautiful. 7 years old and such an amazing nasheed. Will you be calling every single day?
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. So I want to hear a new nasheed every single day from you, inshallah, Yusuf.
Okay.
Inshallah. Yusuf, I'm gonna do like a little bit of a question for you. Let me see if you've been concentrating in my shows. I know your name. Do you know my name?
Just wait a second.
You're gonna be searching it online. All right, I'll ask you that question tomorrow as well, inshallah. Jazakallah so much for calling. Would you like to give salams to everyone?
My friend.
All right, inshallah. So make sure you find out my name, inshallah, by tomorrow. Jazakallah so much for calling, Yusuf. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, mashallah, that was Yusuf. Now, I think, you know what? I need to start asking these people these questions. If you don't know my name, how can you be calling onto the show? So, let's take the next call, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Iman Muhammad Fazil.
Iman Muhammad. And how old are you?
5 years old.
5 years old. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Surah Kawthar.
You can start when you are ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانهر إن شارعك هو الأبتر
صدق الله العظيم. MashaAllah, Iman, that was absolutely wonderful. Is this your first time calling?
No.
No, you've called before?
Yeah.
Wow, MashaAllah. So you're going to call every single day?
Yeah.
Inshallah. I'm going to ask you the same trick question. I know your name, Iman. Do you know my name? You don't know my name. All right, I'm going to ask you that question tomorrow, inshallah. All right, would you like to give salams to anyone? Everyone. Jazakallah so much for calling, Iman. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, alhamdulillah, that was Iman. I think we've got a new call coming in very soon. I can feel it. I can feel it through my arms that there's a new call coming, but it isn't. So, inshallah, inshallah. You know what? I was feeling. I think that person was about to dial the number, but he's like, no, I need to find out his name first before I call. So, inshallah, calling on the number 0116 4822 Ring and pray a Nasheed, inshallah, on the Nasheed show. So before, when I was speaking to you before the calls, I was talking about this quote where you do the best and Allah will do the rest. So anything in life, even in the Nasheed show, when you recite on the show or when you do anything in life, you have to try your utmost best. Now when you put that full potential in, then you see, you know what, I'll leave it for Allah. He will make it to the top level. So in life, wherever you do, whether you are in school, whether you're on the radio, in madrasa, wherever you are, you will have to try your best. And then when you try your best and you leave it to Allah to do the rest, He will make it absolutely amazing. So make sure that's a little bit of advice from me. I'll be doing some tips and tricks for life every single day, inshallah. But you guys are trying to deter me away from the actual motive of this show. This show is for you to call in and recite a nasheed. So get that phone wherever you are. You must be coming back from school or getting ready for madrasa. Get that phone off your parents and tell them we need to call on the Nasheed show. We have to win the prizes that are lined up, such as the Johnny Custard vouchers, the Chaiwala vouchers, and the brew vouchers, which are waiting for you to win them. So if you want to win them, you have to call in on the number 0116 4822 And you know, when I was on the show yesterday, I had a lot of people promising me they'll be calling me every day. So if you don't want to break that promise, you have to call in. I'm going to be expecting your calls. Don't make me shout out some names because I don't want you to get embarrassed. So before I do that, you have to call in on the number 0116 4822 And when you do call in, I'm always going to ask you this trick question. What is my name? Because I always ask you your name, but I don't know if anybody of you know my name. But for those who are still searching online and still going through every single website they can to find my name, it's Abdul Sattar. So if you, I'm only going to say it once now. It's Abdul. Okay, I'll say it again. I'm going to say it one more time. It's Abdul Sattar. And if you remember this name, then I will be happy with you. Inshallah. Let's take the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Adam.
Adam. What's your surname?
Adam al-Thani.
Adam al-Thani. What? How old are you, Adam?
8.
8 years old. And did you call before this week?
Yes.
Wow, mashallah. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Surah Al-Asr.
Suratul Ahad. You can start when you are ready.
No, Surah Al-Asr.
Asa, you can start when you are ready, Adam.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah, Adam. That was beautiful. You know what? I'm going to give you a challenge. Will you be able to call tomorrow and pray a nasheed?
Yes.
Inshallah. I'm going to be waiting for you, Adam. And I'm also going to ask you the question. I know your name, Adam. Do you know my name?
Abdul Sattar.
Wow, mashallah, you knew my name. That's good. You're the first person I've asked and you knew my name. Well done, Adam. I'm very proud of you now. And so if you wanna, I might also slip in an extra entry for you now, basically, because you knew my name, inshallah. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
No. whole ummah.
The whole ummah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam. Stop.
Alhamdulillah. That was Adam, and Adam recited Suratul. What was it? I forgot now what he recited. I think it was Surah Al-Asr. Yeah, he did recite Surah Al-Asr. MashaAllah. Jazakallah so much, Adam, for reciting that. You know what? It's been amazing today. We got a lot of calls, but you must have realized that I've been slipping a few words here and there because I'm fasting. But nevertheless, let's take the next call, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Hafsa Ahmed.
Hafsa Ahmad. And how old are you, Hafsa?
G.
How old are you? Are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 3? Are you 4? Are you 5? Or are you 6? 7?
G.
How old are you? How many years has it been since you were born? You don't know?
Hello?
Hello? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. This is Radio Iwasan.
Radio Ramadan.
Oh, yeah. My daughter is pray. She's pray.
Inshallah, that's fine. She can start when she's ready.
One, only one.
Yeah, that's fine. You can recite.
One, only God Allah. These are the pillars of Islam. Only God Allah. Pray, Salah. Pray 5 times a day. These are the pillars of Islam. Pray 5 times a day. Fast all day. Fast in Ramadan. These are the pillars of Islam. Fast in Ramadan. Give zakat. Give to help the poor. These are the pillars of Islam. Give to help the poor. Round we go when we make the Hajj. These are the pillars of Islam. Make our pilgrimage. Finished.
Wow, mashallah. That was beautiful, Hafsa. Is this your first time calling?
G?
I want you to call in every single day. Is that something you could do?
Yeah.
Inshallah. And how old are you, Hafsa?
8 years old.
8 years old. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
Yeah. My family, you, and the whole ummah.
That's fine. Inshallah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Jazakallah for calling. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
So that was Hafsa, who called in, only 8 years old. We need more people to call in. We need them to call in on the number 0116 4822 So let's see who the next caller is going to be. And remember, I'm going to ask them the trick question. So be prepared to answer that question. Let's take the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And who am I speaking to?
Muhammad Amin.
Muhammad Amin. And how old are you, Muhammad Amin?
I'm 9.
You're 9 years old. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Surah Al-Bayyinah.
Surah Al-Bayyinah. You can start when you are ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين منفكين حتى تأتيهم البينة رسول من الله يتلو صحفا مطهرة فيها كتب قيمة وما تفرق الذين أوتوا الكتاب إلا من بعد ما جاءتهم البينة وما أمروا إلا ليعبدوا الله مخلصين له الدين حنفاء ويقيموا الصلاة ويؤتوا الزكاة وذلك دين القيمة.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah, Muhammad. That was absolutely beautiful. And you know what? I'm going to set a challenge for you. Will you be able to recite a Nasheed for me tomorrow? You can try. If you can't, then it's fine. But I will really want you to recite a Nasheed if you can, inshallah. And now I'm going to ask you a question. I know your name, Muhammad. Do you know my name?
G.
What's my name?
Abdul Sattar Mahomed.
MashaAllah. That's amazing. You know my name as well. That's good. That's good. Jazakallah so much for calling. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
I want to the whole ummah.
The whole ummah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So that was Muhammad who called in, who was, I forgot to ask his age, but don't worry, I think I have it down on the other days. But alhamdulillah, that was Muhammad who called in and recited. And you know what, I think the word's gone round that you have to know my name. And I think people are starting to do some research. They're Googling up my name. And if you Google it up, you'll find out that I'm not going to say the name. Okay, I am. I'm Abdul Sattar Muhammad. So make sure you know my name, because when I ask your name and you don't know my name, how am I supposed to talk to you when you don't know my name? So inshallah, make sure you call in. We've got 10 minutes left. Let's see how many calls we can get in on the number 0116 4822 086. Get those calls coming in. We want to hear from you and we want to see what you have prepared for us today on the radio. And don't forget, we have some amazing prizes lined up for you ahead. We've got Johnny Custard vouchers, brew vouchers, Chai Wala vouchers, you name them, we've got them all. So if you want them, you have to call in on the number 0116 4822 086. You know what, I'm getting hand gestures from the back that there's no more calls. You know, it's really putting me off. And you know what, I want to tell them that, you know what, we can get more calls. I promised them that we're going to get loads of calls, and now everyone is letting me down in front of them. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of them. So you have to call in on the number 0116 4822 086. People that look, you know, the back staff are telling me that no one wants to talk to me. I want you guys to prove it to them that, you know what, everyone wants to talk to me. And you know what, you can prove that by calling in on the number. Let's see who's on the call and save me from their embarrassment. Inshallah. Let's see. So remember, this is the Nasheed show. We'll be here every single day 4:45 p.m. So if you can't call in today, if you're unable, then make sure you call in tomorrow. We will be here every single day. And remember, every time you pray, you will get an entry into the prize. Here we are with the next call. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And who am I speaking to?
Ismail.
Ismail. And how old are you, Ismail?
7.
7 years old. And you called in yesterday as well, isn't it?
G.
Alhamdulillah. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Surah Al-Falaq.
Surah Al-Falaq. You can start when you are ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الخلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. Sadaqallahul Azim. Wow, mashallah. Very, very nicely done there, Ismail. You know what? I'm gonna give you a challenge too. Will you be able to recite a Nasheed for me tomorrow? G.
Inshallah. I will be waiting for you, Ismail, to call tomorrow as well. And another question for you. I know your name, Ismail. Do you know mine?
Abdul Sattar Muhammad.
MashaAllah. Well done, Ismail. Jazakallah so much for calling in. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
My brother wants to pray.
Your brother wants to pray as well. Bring him on. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
And who am I speaking to?
Huzaifa.
Huzaifa. And what would you like to recite for us today, Huzaifa?
I could play a rainbow.
MashaAllah. And how old are you, Huzaifa?
4.
4 years old. You can start when you are ready.
I can play a rainbow. I can play a rainbow. I can play a rainbow. Play a rainbow. صدق الله العظيم.
Wow, mashallah. You can see a rainbow. I'm going to open the window straight after I come out the studio to see if I can also see the rainbow, inshallah. Jazakallah so much, Josepha, for calling in. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
My
Your brother wants to pray?
no. Yeah.
Yeah. Bring him on then, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. And who am I speaking to?
Muhammad Zakaria,
Muhammad Zakaria. And how old are you, Muhammad?
9 years old.
9 years old. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Laylatul Qadr.
Laylatul Qadr. You can start when you are ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر. ليلة القدر خير من ألف شهر. تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر. سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر.
Sadaqallahul Azim. MashaAllah, Muhammad. Is this your first time calling in?
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Are we to call in every single day? And would you like to, and will you recite a nasheed for me tomorrow, inshallah?
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah so much for calling in, Muhammad. Would you like to give salams to anyone?
My family, you, and the whole ummah.
Insha'Allah. Salams from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So that was Muhammad, Huzaifa and Ismail, the trio brothers who called in to recite on the Nasheed show. Now, if you want to call in and you want to win those prizes, you have to call in on the number 0116 4822 Claim those prizes for me before I have them myself. You know what? These vouchers are making me very hungry. They're very tempting vouchers, and if you do not claim them, if you do not recite and make this competition more competitive, then I think I'll have to have it for iftar. You know what? I'll be more than happy to have it for iftar and sahri every single day if you don't have these, inshallah. So call in on the number 0116 4822 Recite a nasheed or recite whatever you like, but preferably a nasheed because it's the nasheed show. But if you have anything else you would like to recite, then call in on the number, inshallah. Now remember, whenever you call in, Monday to Friday, every time you call in, each time you will get an entry into the box. Now this box we will be revealing on Friday, and on Friday you will be seeing the names being picked out for the winners, and we'll be having multiple winners. So inshallah, if you want more entries, you have to call in multiple times to have a greater chance and to win, inshallah. And you know what? I think we've got 2-3 minutes left now for the end of the show. And there was another quote that I had in mind that I wanted to share with you. It was, I can't really remember, but there was this quote, and I think if I don't remember it right now, I will share it with you tomorrow. But as I said in the beginning, whatever you do in life, try your utmost best. You know what? Whatever you do, give it your best shot in life. And you know, even in the nasheed competition that we have here, try your best and put that effort in to the show. And you know what? You could be one of the winners. You could be taking those vouchers home. And you know, tomorrow, if you want to call in, you can call in from 4 to 5 p.m. We'll be there. And what you could do instead to encourage your parents for you to let them call you, you could do something else, which I'll tell you after this call, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And who am I speaking to?
Farah.
Farah. And how old are you, Farah?
11.
11 years old. And what would you like to recite for us today?
Cotton candy sky.
Cotton Candy Sky. You can start when you are ready.
Okay.
Farah, you there?
Yeah.
You can start if you're ready. Farah? Hello? I think we may have lost her. Don't worry, Farah. If you can't get in, you can call in again, inshallah. But you know what? You just left me on that note of cotton candy sky. It's just made me hungry now. Just feel like I need some candy now, some cotton candy, inshallah. But no, nevertheless, if you can't call in today, I'll be waiting for your call tomorrow, and you can recite to me the cotton candy sky, inshallah, tomorrow. So that was a wrap for today. Alhamdulillah, Jazakallah to everyone who called in. We had Ibrahim who called in, Maryam, Aidan, Zahra, Zina, Yusuf, Iman, Adam, Hafsa, Muhammad Amin, Ismail, Huzaifa, Muhammad Zakaria, and Farah, who didn't really end the call, who really didn't pay, but she will be praying tomorrow, hopefully, inshallah. So, Jazakallah so much for everyone who called in. Stay tuned because we have some more shows lined up after the break, inshallah. And inshallah, we will be back tomorrow, 4 to 5 p.m. back on the Nasheed show, where we'll be back again with the competitions. So, make sure you prepare. You've got 23 hours now to prepare for the next Nasheed show. Bring any nasheed you would like to the table, and we will be giving you prizes. So inshallah, Jazakallah so much for everyone who tuned in. Stay tuned for the next show after this, inshallah. And inshallah, enjoy your iftar today if you're fasting. Enjoy the rest of your Ramadan day, and we will be back tomorrow for another show. Jazakallah so much from me and everyone in the studio. Assalamu alaikum